Is that all you got?
What's good, everybody out there on YouTube? This is your man Shadicstick dropping some hot Harada on this mic. Today we're going to be talking about Astral Chain on the Nintendo Switch. With E3 being over comes the end to my exponential growth from the E3 reactions. And also, I did promise an Astral Chain video in that Bayonetta video uploaded like a week ago. I mean, I need to be supplying you guys with content. But guys, I want to say thank you for getting me into 3,600 subs. Let's get to 3,700 and eventually 4K by the end of this year. I'm really happy about the recent growth, guys. Also, make sure you like that video. I'd really appreciate if you could like the video. But when talking about E3, Nintendo blew everybody out the water, including Square Enix. Square Enix had a really big showing, don't get me wrong, but they were not Nintendo. Nintendo showed game after game after game, and one of the biggest showings that it had was Astral Chain, especially during the Treehouse presentation. We got a lengthy trailer during the Nintendo Direct and a lot of gameplay from the Treehouse, an hour to be more specific. And considering that this is one of the biggest Nintendo exclusives coming this year, this is a really big deal. Basically, if you haven't seen my video on Bayonetta 3, why we didn't get to see it this year, and basically in that video I detail how Astral Chain is the game that Platinum Games is focusing on, is the game that they want to push because it's their next massive release, and they basically believe that Bayonetta 3 was going to overshadow that game. And I don't see enough people talking about this game. My boy Avataryaya talked about this game, so make sure you check out his channel and his video after you're done watching this one. But basically, Astral Chain is looking to be an amazing title, and because of this, we know the sheer importance of Astral Chain to Platinum's games plans in the future. I mean, looking at this game right now, it has an all-star cast. We got mangaka Masakazu Katsuda, who worked on series like Zetaman and Video Girl I as the character designer. We have Takahisa Taura, the designer of Nier Automata, as director on Astral Chain, and we have Hideki Kamiya, the man, the myth, the legend, the director of Bayonetta 1, the writer and supervisor of Bayonetta 2, the creator of Devil May Cry and Resident Evil 2, and so on and so forth. Beautiful Joe. This man is a legend. We have Hideki Kamiya supervising this project. But let me give you some details on the game itself, starting with the story. Basically, you choose between two twins, one male and the other female. The other will appear as your closest squad mate during the story, and you're given something known as a legion. Imagine legions as basically this weird hybrid between Pokemon and stands from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And yes, I did just say stands from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I am not taking that back. This game is Bayonetta with stands. Accept it. But essentially, you and your squad mates team up to take down these interdimensional being things called Chimera with your acquired legions, which are basically captured Chimera. This is Persona 5. This is Persona. This is SMT. Bro. To basically protect the city of Ark. Ironically, this is actually the most normal, I think, story has been for Platinum Games. I mean, looking at their previous works that were non-licensed, I mean, we got a witch who strip dances before killing God, a guy who lives in a world that is exclusively black and white until blood is on the screen, who has a chainsaw for a hand and is playing a game that is literally just killing people. And then we had 101 heroes that could stack up on top of each other and kill enemies that way. This is the most normal we're getting from a Platinum game, guys. So if you don't want some crazy whacked out story, even though this game is already crazy and wacky, I think this is the most normal we're ever gonna get from Platinum. But honestly, the story seems super interesting, and it seems to be a bit more serious than some of Platinum's other undertakings on Nintendo consoles like Wonderful 101, Bayonetta, and Mad World. Again, like I told you before, Bayonetta is literally just a witch who twerks and kills God over and over again. Think about that. I mean, these games have over-the-top presentation when it comes to their stories, which I'm pretty sure this game will too, but it looks more subdued and more lax. It looks a little bit more serious instead of trying to make the player laugh or give them a stiffy. I don't know. But tell me how excited you are to experience the story for the game down below in that comment section. I really like to know. But let's move on to graphics, because they matter a lot to me. You know, I'm not in a boat that a game always has to be the most beautiful thing on the planet or has to push, you know, the technical capabilities of whatever hardware they're on. I just like my games to look nice. This game looks amazing, and I'm really hyped up by the character designs by Takahisa Tauda. The game honestly has a lot of anime aesthetics that I like, and it's similar to a lot of series like Ghost in the Shell, Cowboy Bebop, and Akira. I am extremely excited to get this game on my Switch and to see how it looks on the big screen and on the go. The stages look beautiful, and I really do like the color palette more than anything in this game, and it seems to run relatively well on the Switch from what we've seen. The game comes out in about 2 months, so why wouldn't it? But it's the Switch. Sometimes you got the games that you may run a little bit like poop, but I'm really hyped to see what is next for Astral Chain on the Nintendo Switch. I really am. But now let's finally get to that gameplay, that sweet gameplay. It looks balls off the wall amazing. The game has various styles of gameplay. The first one they showed off during the Nintendo stream was ironically a motorcycle section that was set up as an on-rail shooter, which is somewhat strange for an action game, but it looked fun as balls, so I'm hyped for that. They then transitioned to the open world aspect of the game for a little bit, beginning with the police headquarters to show off some training. The character and the Legion control separately from each other, which is actually really cool. When playing in single player, the Legion attacks automatically, but the player can take control and fine-tune the combat to how they want it to. You can even wrap enemies up with the chain between you and the Legion. But some more information has actually come out that when playing in multiplayer mode, it's kind of like Super Mario Galaxy, but when 2 players are playing at once, it actually makes the game harder, which I really like, and I think that's a really cool and interesting concept that a lot of games should implement more. I mean, come on, man. Platinum's pulling out the big guns with Astral Chain, and we are not looking at it. Not enough people are talking about this game, but the combat looks really cool. It reminds me of Nier Automata mixed with a bit of the weapon variety of Bayonetta, combining long, crazy combos and long-range and short-range attacks to create these crazy combos. And that's what I love from looking at the gameplay. The open world aspect of the game actually looks really cool too. You have things like the iris, which allows the player to see what happened before they appeared in an area, or to see hidden things that other people in the world just cannot see. And on top of that, you do everything from standard police work, from arresting people on the street, cleaning up garbage or whatever, to even going through gates that are like the Alfheim gates from Bayonetta, which send you to another plane of existence to fight enemies and challenges throughout the world. I honestly think this game looks amazing. So should you look forward to Astral Chain? I think so. It looks amazing. It looks like it's going to be the thing that really pushes us through this wait for Bayonetta 3. Maybe it even winds up being better than Bayonetta, and I like it more than Bayonetta. I don't know, but it looks amazing, and I think you guys should really check out the game when it comes out. Platinum is putting in some work. We haven't seen anything from Bayonetta 3 yet, and we haven't also seen anything from their other game, Babylon's Fall. So we know Platinum is really hard at work. They're even doing things like making their studio a self-publishing studio. So we've seen how far Platinum Games has come, and I think this game is the first big step in that direction to becoming a big studio like a Capcom, like a Square Enix, like an EA and Activision. Well, I'm not saying they have to use the same business practices as Capcom, EA, and Activision. You know, they can be more like a Square or a Nintendo. What I'm saying is basically, I want to see them become a household name in, I guess, people who play video games home. I'm not gonna say gamers. I just said gamers. God dang it. But you know what I mean. I want people to know Platinum as an amazing developer or as a big name developer. But guys, this has been your man Shadicstick. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for getting your boy to 3,600 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. It really does help. We're trying to get to 3,700 subscribers. Can we do it by the end of June? I think we can, but I don't know. Sometimes I grow in subs. I'll grow in views exponentially and just won't grow in subscriber growth. but then I'll grow in sub growth exponentially, but not growing views at all. I don't know, my channel's weird. But hey, remember to hit that sub button, hit that notification bell. Make sure you follow your boy on Twitter to stay up to date with videos and everything. I post when my videos go live there, or you know, if you want to reply to my tweets and we can speak opinions, and just don't have bad opinions. That's all you gotta do. Just don't have bad opinions. And you can also join the Discord to talk with other people in the community. It's really just a great place to chat with people and talk about video games. You hyped about Astral Chain? Tell people in there. You hyped about Bayonetta? Tell people in there. Smash? Tell people in there. Mario? Tell people in there. Sonic? Tell people there. Kingdom Hearts? Tell people. Final Fantasy? Tell people. Any game you can imagine, someone in there is probably gonna like it. And that's the thing I love about that Discord. But guys, remember, Hot Faraga turns to Cold Blizzaga. Make sure you chill out with some of my other videos. Peace. Kiss, kiss.